Canadian soldiers could soon have more time to spend with their newborn children. Conservative MP Pierre Poilievre is pushing to have parental leave benefits change for military personnel who are deployed in other countries. Rosemary Barton, covering the story from Ottawa, joins us this morning. Good morning, Rosemary. Tell us more about the changes being proposed today.
Well, as you probably well know, Anne-Marie, the Employment Insurance Act right now stipulates that parental leave must be taken within 52 weeks of either having your baby or adopting your baby. And the problem for Canadian forces and for soldiers was that often they would either be out of the country on a mission while the child was born, or they would have to leave very quickly after. And sometimes those rotations can be anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months, rather, to a year and a half. So by the time they got back, they found that the window of eligibility for that parental leave had closed, and they simply couldn't take any time off with their newborn child. So one soldier in particular who was affected by this brought it to the attention of Pierre Poilievre, the MP that introduced it today, and they have managed to bring forward some legislation that's going to be tabled this spring that would in fact increase the window of eligibility to 104 weeks for Canadian forces who are either serving, perhaps getting some training within Canada, or who are abroad. So it would allow them the possibility to be able to still come home and still get a little time with their children. Take a listen to Pierre Poilievre from this morning.
The changes that we are proposing would allow a soldier to defer his or her parental leave benefits for any, in order to compensate for any military requirement that they have been carrying out on behalf of the forces.
Explanation of what they're planning to do for military families. But why is this issue at the forefront?
Well, I mean, it really just sprang up. It was one of those things that didn't seem to work, that seemed broken in the system, that was pointed out to the government, and they decided to correct. I should point out that convicts, people in prison, were allowed to ask for an extension of their parental leave eligibility, but people who were serving overseas as soldiers were not. So the government obviously saw a problem there and is going ahead to try and make the change in this new legislation. And it's going to cost very, very little, so it's something small the government can do for Canadian forces.
All right, with the latest out of Ottawa this morning, Rosemary, thanks.
You bet.